Hello students, let us take up question number 1 of admission of a partner. Before we could take up the question, we need to know what are the ledger accounts to be opened in admission of a partner. Let us check. The very first is revaluation account, where all the depreciation losses, expenses will be taken at the debit side, and all the incomes, appreciations and profits will be taken at the credit side. Next, we need to open partner's capital account, whereas the old partner's capital will be taken and a new partner capital account also taken. At the end, we need to open new balance sheet where we take all the liabilities and we take all the assets. Let us take the question now. A and B are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:1. So you can see here who are the partners already there. A and B are the partners and the ratio they are sharing are 2:1. So their balance sheet is given. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 2018 was as follows. The balance sheet, the question balance sheet is given where all the liabilities, assets are given. So we'll take up the balance sheet after finishing the adjustments. It will be better to take up the adjustments first, solve the adjustment, then finish up the balance sheet. Now let us see the adjustment. So in admission of a partner, you all know that a new partner comes into the business. When a new partner come into the business, he should bring the capital and goodwill for the business. Now you can see who is the partner coming into the business, how much the capital he is bringing, how much the goodwill he is bringing, and how we need to take the capital and how we need to treat the goodwill. Let us check now. On 1/4/2018, C is admitted into partnership on the following condition. The new partner here is C. So as I told just now, so new partner, when he comes, he need to get the capital and the goodwill. Let us check out how much the capital he bought and how much the goodwill he bought. C should bring in cash rupees 25,000 as his capital and 15,000 goodwill for his 1/5 share in future profit. So by this adjustment, we got to know that a new partner is getting how much the capital? 25,000 as capital and 15,000 as goodwill. So let us check where the capital will go and where the goodwill will go. From where we need to transfer the capital and goodwill. So I'm going to open the partner's capital account. So there are two accounts here. One is partner capital account where the old partners are there, and new partner capital account. So a new partner is getting the capital. So I need to enter into new partner capital account. Say I'm entering here, buy cash, capital bought by the new partner. How much the capital a new partner bought? 25,000 that I am recording. At the same time, you can see here 15,000 goodwill has been bought by him. This goodwill, again, I should go to the partner's capital account. I need to share the goodwill among the all partners. So I need to mention buy goodwill account. How much the goodwill he bought? 15,000 he bought. And we need to share that 15,000 in the ratio of 2:1. You can see A and B, so the profit and loss ratio is given 2:1. So we need to share in the ratio of 2:1, 15,000 into 2/3, 15,000 into 1/3. So I got 10,000 after the calculation. I got 5,000 after the calculation. So this is how when a new partner gets the capital, that capital should be transferred to the new partner's capital. And whatever the goodwill he gets, that should be shared between the old partners in their ratio. Now let us take the other adjustments. So the other adjustment is here, appreciate building at 20%. You can see here, appreciate building at 20%. So any appreciation or depreciation should be taken in the revaluation account. You can see appreciation, incomes, profit, and depreciation losses, expenses will be shown under revaluation account. All the appreciation should be taken at the credit side and all the depreciation should be taken at the debit side. So here, as per the information, it is said, appreciate building. You can see again, appreciate building. Appreciation here refers to the increase in the value of asset. Due to the development of growth, if any asset value goes up, the value is increased, then increased value is said to be income, and the income on building is shown 20%. Now let us take the value of building, how much it is. See on the question balance sheet, building it is shown 60,000. So of 60,000, I need to take 20% as appreciation. That means 20% as income. I need to go to the revaluation account. I need to write by building 60,000 into 20%. We got to calculate 20 divided by 100. We get 12,000 as income. I hope you understood. Now we'll go back to the question and see the other adjustments. And stock is revalued at 12,000. Now see the question balance sheet. How much the stock it is there in the question balance sheet? You can see the red mark, the highlighted item stock 15,000. Earlier it was 15,000. Adjustment says it is 12,000. It is revalued. So you can see the difference. Earlier the value was 15,000. Now the stock value is 12,000. How much it has been increased or decreased? It is decreased naturally. 15,000 minus 12,000, we get a loss of 3,000. There is a decrease in the value of stock. So any loss should be taken under revaluation account. At the debit side, you can see all the losses or depreciations will be taken at the left-hand side. I'm taking to stock account. Earlier it was 15,000. The value now it is 12,000. There is a decrease in the value. The decrease in the value has been taken 3,000. Let us take the next adjustment. Provision for doubtful debt maintained at 5% on debtor. You can see here again, provision for doubtful debt maintained at 5% on debtor. Here debtors are the customer to the business. We have 5% doubtful debts. That means we have the 5% doubtful customers here. And any doubtful debt is always a loss. We need to calculate on the debtors. Now let us see the question balance sheet. Let us know the value of debtors. See here, debtors, it is 20,000. What is the percentage of doubtful debtors? It is 5%. Again, doubtful customers always a loss who may not pay the whatever the due they have. So any loss should be taken under revaluation account. Take to debtor account. The value of debtor is 20,000. 5% on debtor is 1,000 rupees. So I hope you understood this. Lastly, we have outstanding salary. Already it has been shown in the introduction of the admission of a partner basics. Any outstanding should be taken as a loss. Again, any outstanding should be taken as a liability. Now, loss should be taken under revaluation account. Outstanding salary, it is 2,000. I said just now, first it should be taken as a loss. Again, it should be taken as a liability. We'll go to the balance sheet. We show that 2,000 as a liability. That is the treatment of outstanding. First, I need to show under revaluation account as a loss. Again, under balance sheet, I need to show as a liability. So we finished all the adjustments. Now we'll come back to the balance sheet and see to it how the other adjustments will be treated. Before that, let us finish the revaluation account and come back. Now see the greater total, which side we have. Credit side, we got 12,000. At the debit side, we have only 6,000. You can see credit side income is 12. Debit side losses 3 plus 1 plus 2, 6,000. So there is a difference, 12,000 minus 6,000, we get a difference. That difference should be shown at the debit side of revaluation account. 6,000 is the difference we got, that should be filled. And the name should be given as the balance carried down to partners capital account. Whatever the difference in the revaluation we'll get either at the debit side or at the credit side, whatever the difference it will be, that difference will be shared between the partners. So this 6,000, it is at the debit side, we'll take to the partners capital account. We write at the credit side from which account we are taking that 6,000. We are taking from the revaluation account. 6,000 is the value, the difference we are getting. You can see 6,000 at the debit side. It should be transferred to the partners capital account. We are transferring to the partners capital account at the credit side, opposite side. So the amount is 6,000. Again, it should be shared between the ratio 2 by 3 and 1 by 3. We get the value as 4,000 and 2,000. Now let us go to the question balance sheet. Now all the adjustments we got it done. Now let us see one by one. First, let us take the assets values. First entry, what we have here, you can see we have cash in hand 5,000. So we'll go to the balance sheet, transfer this cash in hand to the balance sheet itself. Cash account, I'm writing in place of 5,000. 5,000 is the balance already, you know, cash in and balance is 5,000. But I'm mentioning here 5,000 plus 25,000 plus 15,000. Total I'm showing 45,000. You make a note, whatever the 5,000 plus 25 and 15,000 we are taking, this 25,000 is the capital and 15,000 is the goodwill bought by the new partner. Whatever the capital and goodwill bring by the new partner, that should be added to the cash. That we have added and taken the total. Next entry we have stock. How much the stock we have? 15,000. Now there is a loss here in the revaluation account, 3,000. So let us take 15,000 stock. There is a loss, depreciation that is called. 3,000 is a loss. What is the value of stock now? 12,000. Next entry we have debtors. Again there are debtors. Debtors we have a doubtful debt of 5%, that is 1,000. You can see here. Debtors 1,000. There is a loss. I need to take the debtors. How much debtors? 20,000. Take debtor 20,000. How much the loss doubtful debt we have? 1,000. How much the difference we get? 19,000 after removing the losses. Next we have machinery. How much the machinery value we have? 30,000. We did not touch the machinery. There is no adjustment for machinery. So from the balance sheet to the balance sheet, it goes as it is. Machinery 30,000 is there. We need to write 30,000 as it is. Again, you can see the red mark. Building 60,000. So red mark is always there is an adjustment. You can see building has been appreciated by 20%. There is an income. You can see the building here. How much the income we got? 12,000. This 12,000 income should be added to the building. Now let us take building. How much it is? 60,000. Let us take 60,000. How much the appreciation? It is 12,000. 60 plus 12, it is 72,000 is the total value of building. Next we have investment. The investment, it is not highlighted with red. It is without any adjustment. The same value should be treated in the balance sheet. Already we have investment 12,000. It should be written as it is 12,000 in the balance sheet. Next, all the asset side we finished. There is nothing left out in the asset side. We need to come back to the liability side. See the first entry what we have. We have creditors. There is no adjustment of creditors. So in the balance sheet, from the balance sheet, it goes to new balance sheet as it is. Creditors 20,000. Again, we have bills payable. There is no adjustment for it. It goes as it is from the balance sheet to the new balance sheet. Now you can see a reserve fund. Reserve fund is a part of profit kept aside. Any reserve fund belongs to the partners. So it should go to the partners' capital. And even the capitals belongs to the partners. It goes to the partners' capital account. Let us take one by one. First, let us take the capital. How much the capital? Capitals A 60,000, B 40,000. It is at the left-hand side. It goes at the opposite side in the partners' capital account. You can see by balance brought down the capitals which is given 60,000 and 40,000. We took at the opposite side in the partners' capital account. Now next entry is reserve fund. Reserve fund is 12,000. So this reserve fund is a profit. It should be shared in the partners' capital account at the opposite side. By reserve fund, 12,000 we got. The ratio already we know 2 by 3 and 1 by 3. When you multiply and put the values, it comes 8,000 and 4,000. So now you can see all the adjustments we got it done. All the assets items we have transferred, even the liabilities, everything has been transferred. There is nothing left out from the question balance sheet. Now only thing is revaluation account also we finished. Now we need to conclude the partners capital account. Whatever the difference we get, we need to transfer that to the new balance sheet. That's all. Now you can see at the credit side, we got the items 51,000 B, 82,000 A. The same total should be written the opposite side, 51,000 and 82,000. There is nothing to subtract. 51,000 minus 0 will be 51,000. 82,000 minus 0 will be 82,000. This will be taken as a new capital account. Capitals carried down to the balance sheet. Similarly, we need to calculate the new partner also, it remains same, 25,000. We need to write 25,000, nothing is there to subtract. So new capital carried down to balance sheet is 25,000. So only thing we need to take in the balance sheet is new capitals. That is A 82,000, B 51,000, C 25,000. We'll go to the partners capital, we go to the balance sheet and write this values, new capital values and get it done. So now you can see new capital, A 82,000, you can see again, A is 82,000, B is 51 and 25. B is 51, C is 25. So once you take up the total both the sides, it must tally, then only it is said to be the balance sheet. Now check out the total at the asset side, it comes 1,90,000, and at the liability side also it comes 1,90,000. I hope you understood. If you have any queries, any doubts, you can comment on the comments. Thank you so much.